Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to our Women's B National Gold Medal game here in Mississauga for Canada Ball Hockey. We have got the Ontario United taking on the Calgary Tunesquad. In net for Calgary is Jacqueline Miller. She's let Keely Procu. She's only let in 6 goals this tournament with a 1.47 goals against average. In the pipes over there for Ontario United, we've got Megan Lalonde, 8 goals against with a 1.57 goals against average. Now, the Tunesquad come in going 2-0-1 in regulation and a 5-2 win yesterday evening in their semifinal game to bring them here to the gold medal game. I'm Caitlin, she's Riley, and we're going to be bringing you this afternoon's gold medal game here in Mississauga, Ontario. We are in for a great game of ball hockey. Referees are ready to drop. Riley's going to take you through the play-by-play. Let's go.
Here we go, guys. The ball's about to be dropped here at center floor. And Tunesquad has won the face-off here. They are rushing up the floor, a little dump and chase going on. And the Ontario United team is quick to get there, but not quick enough, but able to grab the ball back here as they try to clear it out of their own end, unable to do so. Down in the corner here, Tunesquad on the forecheck. And Ontario United has gotten the ball back, but not able to get it out. Shot from Tunesquad does not make it to the net, and that one goes just a little bit wide, and the goalie is going to cover that one up.
This one's going to be a good battle of goaltending here. Goalies are pretty even so far with their stats throughout this tournament. However, you never know what's going to happen. Good defense, good forwards, back and forth ball hockey. This one's going to be an exciting game to watch.
Tunesquad takes the face-off again. It seems to be like they're pretty dominant when it comes to the face-offs throughout this entire tournament. And now they got another shot on net, and that one is blocked by a defender. Ontario United trying to get the ball out of their own zone here, and it looks like they may be able to do so as they go on the rush up the floor here. They go for the dump, but it looks like the Tunesquad is going to get there first and try to reset from their own end. Nice cross-floor pass here to gain zone. And they go for a shot on net that is way wide as they chase down in the zone here. Ontario United tries to get it out, and they do as they come down here on the rush, but they are completely outnumbered, and it goes back to Tunesquad as they make for their own push, looking to get on the scoreboard here just a few minutes into the first period. Ontario United is going to reset here. They're trying to get some offense going, yet to have a shot on net throughout this game. Back behind the net, deep in Tunesquad territory. Tunesquad trying to get the ball out. A little bit of a battle on the boards here as Ontario United players double up, and they are able to come out with it as they take a shot from the point that almost gets caught in the catcher of the goalie, but she's just able to deflect that one out as they continue up the boards here, trying to get some more opportunities. And it's hit out into the feet of a Tunesquad player, back up, but not able to get out of their zone here. Tunesquad's back, trying to get things going. And now they got a little bit of a rush up the floor, but the pass just a little long and goes to the Ontario United team. And a bit of a toss-up at center floor, but Ontario United comes out with it as they go up here. Dump in the zone, and it's a chase and a race with Tunesquad coming out on top. We've got a 2-on-2 here. Good opportunity for the Tunesquad, but that shot deflected off the defender. Tunesquad fighting here to get an opportunity and some shots on net. Centering pass, that one blocked by the defender. Another shot, that one just a little high. I think it hit the crossbar there. And we got the battle behind the net here. Ontario United struggling to get it out of their own territory. And it goes back to the Tunesquad but Ontario United intercepts the pass as they try to head up the floor, but are unable to do so as number 27 on the Tunesquad comes in here. She gets a shot on net, kick save there, and she goes for the centering pass, and that one goes right in the net. That will be a goal for the Tunesquad, putting them on the board. It is 1-0, and that was Kelly Stanford. She was looking for a centering pass, and that one just popped in the back of the net here.
Great effort in front by the Tunesquad down low. Lots of battles in the crease. Ontario United doing everything they can to get that ball out, but it just gets past the goaltender, and we've got ourselves a 1-0 game early here in the first period. Just breaks over the line there. They got it. She goes for the shot. Players get the rebound. You always got to have your stick on the floor looking for that rebound.
And we are back now. Ontario United trying to get it out of their zone again, and they are successful, but it looks like the Tunesquad is going to pick it up before they have the chance to go on the rush here as the Tunesquad heads back into Ontario United's zone. But Ontario United able to get the ball, and it's a little bit of a toss-up as Tunesquad comes out into Ontario's zone, and it is covered up by their goalie.
One of the things, fans, you might notice while you're watching our live stream is in ball hockey, women do not have to wear a full cage. They do have the option once they turn 18 to put a visor on or go with no visor. However, I have gotten a slap shot to the face without a cage on, and I quickly put it back.
That's not a look for women. It looks good on a man, not so much on a woman. And that ball is going to be covered up by Ontario United again.
Ontario United's goalie there, Megan Lalonde, didn't know quite where the ball was. It snuck behind her pads there, almost got over the red, but just made it outside.
And Tunesquad again with the face-off here. They've been so dominant when it comes to these face-offs.
Heather Burzin was credited with that opening goal. I think it's safe to assume she might be related to Emily Burzin, who is leading this team in points for Calgary Tunesquad.
And the Tunesquad here trying to get it out of their own zone, but it looks like they're unable to do so as Miller grabs the ball here behind the net. She's looking for an open man, or woman, sorry. And she finds it here as they make their way up the floor. A little dump and chase here as they go for a line change, both teams. And it's Ontario United. They'll grab the ball in their own zone, look to get set up. She'll swing that over to her other defender around the blue line as they charge up the floor here. She's got some wheels on her, number 10, Munford. She's taking it all the way in herself, down deep in the corner now in a little bit of a battle as she tries to get it out to the point, which she does. Shot is off, but that one's stopped by the goaltender. And Tunesquad now grabs a hold of the ball, and they're trying to get it out of their own zone and get something set up on their own end offensively, trying to take a 2-0 lead here in the game.
You may notice that Ontario United is listed as Ontario. However, very interesting with this team, it's the Ottawa Valley Women's Ball Hockey League combined with the Greater Toronto Ball Hockey League and High Park Ball Hockey League. So we've got some top talent on this team from Ontario. They are not specifically just one city representing for the province.
And the Tunesquad is on the rush here as they chase it into the offensive zone and are able to grab possession. Burzin passes to the point. She'll cross that one over. And the shot is off, but does not make it to the net as the Tunesquad here scrambles on the boards trying to get the ball, but Ontario United hits it and not able to get it out.
Calgary Tunesquad are very tight on that red line. They've been able to keep a lot of the balls in play just there. Ball hockey, you have half the floor to play. You get all the way to the red line once you gain possession over the blue.
That was a missed opportunity there by Tunesquad, that centering pass, and the shot just a little high. And another shot from all the way up at the red line. That one goes wide, but Tunesquad still in play here in the offensive zone. And it is quickly scooped up and stolen by Ontario United, who just quickly will go for the dump as they're able to get a line change in after being absolutely hammered in their own zone there. And
Calgary's want to take the ball and hopefully settle this down a little bit so they can regroup and get that ball out of their zone and start getting some shots and some action down in the Tunesquad's net. And that ball's out of play. Both these teams would have respectfully won their provincial championship last summer, which got them their ticket to the 2023 Canada Ball Hockey Nationals, this year hosted by Mississauga, Ontario, and the Ontario Ball Hockey Federation.
And Tunesquad again wins that face-off. They have been absolutely amazing at that, and I think it's why they've gotten so many offensive opportunities here.
Absolutely, and Megan Lalonde there with the easy save down low.
And she's been great throughout the tournament, Lalonde. I've seen her in the first few games she was playing, and she's been pretty secure there in the net.
Yeah, she's backing her team up for sure. Not very different stats between the goaltenders today. One's got 4 goals against and the other one has 8. And within this tournament, those are low numbers and great stats to have.
And the Tunesquad is still on the offense here as Ontario United is struggling to get it out of their own territory. Looks like they're trying to get something set up here. Battling on the boards in the corner as she looks for an open woman on her team. And she'll go for the backhand pass, and that one looks like it may have been able to slide in, but the goalie got their pad there just in time to stop that from trickling in the corner of the net.
We're only 7:09 left here in the first period. It is a 1-0 lead still for the Calgary Tunesquad as they prepare for another face-off on the near boards in the attacking zone of Ontario United.
And that's another face-off win for them. Ontario United has only won 1 face-off throughout this game so far. And
they're going to need to pick it up a little bit there if they're going to want to gain control here. Their passing is crisp. They just need to get the feet and the legs together. And on day 4 of the tournament, you hope there's enough juice left.
Yeah, all the injuries and feeling a bit sore is definitely probably getting to them here. And it looks like they're going to be able to get it out of their own zone. They do have possession, and there it is. A nice go-ahead pass to their own teammate, number 4, as she tries to keep it in, but is unable to do so as the Tunesquad picks it up and goes on the rush yet again. They go for a little dump and chase here, and they'll go for a line change, let Ontario United grab that one behind the net as they look to get set up, hoping to tie this one up. Unfortunately, that pass just wasn't good enough for them. Tunesquad picked it up again. That shot on net, saved by Lalonde. And now they're down in the corners.
Calgary Tunesquad, you would have to assume that these women have been playing together for some time. They know where their teammates are on the floor. They're great with positions. The passes are crisp.
And that one will be covered up by Lalonde.
Lalonde seeing a lot of action here early in the first period. There's 5:50 left remaining, but there's still another 30 minutes with period 2 and period 3. Lots of hockey. It's only a 1-goal game.
And here we go. The ball's dropped in Ontario United zone, won by the Tunesquad. Nice little move there, but not unable to grab it on the other end, but the ball comes back to her. She'll cross that one, centering pass, and that one is stopped by Lalonde.
She got the paddle down just in time to close up the 5-hole there and deny the Tunesquad the opportunity to get a 2-goal lead.
Tunesquad with the face-off win, and that one covered up by Lalonde again. She's just taking shots left and right here.
She's standing on her head for her team, that's for sure. She's going to keep them in this game and give them the opportunity to get one on the board and see if they can take the lead.
And Tunesquad with the face-off win. Slap shot from the point. That one was blocked. And they pick up the ball here on the boards, looking to get another opportunity on net, but unable to do so as Ontario United scoops it up. They try to make a rush for it, but are outnumbered by the defenders here. They are able to keep it in their offensive zone, and it's scooped up by Tunesquad, who goes up on the rush again here.
Tunesquad doing a great job so far of getting their sticks between passes and intercepting those passes to keep control of the game.
Ontario United finally gets it out of their own zone here, but it's already picked up by Tunesquad. She'll look to set something up as they head up the floor here. Nice opportunity. The shot, kick save, and covered by Lalonde.
We've got a new ball hockey ball this year. The CBHA is now using a ball that happens to have a little bit of gel filled inside of it. That's reducing the bounce. A lot of players seem to like it. That way, when you get the ball on your stick, it's not going to pop up as much. And even on the face-off draws, it's going to be a lot flatter, similar to the puck in the sense of how it's going to move and behave, but still very, very different.
And we got a battle in the corner here, and it comes out to Tunesquad. They try to go for a little quick move there behind the net. That doesn't work, but they're able to get it up to their own point here to try to make something happen. The shot is off. That one blocked by the defender's leg. Ontario United able to get the ball back here as they try to go on the rush. We got a 2-on-2, quickly stopped by Tunesquad and dumped back into Ontario United zone. That was offside, so they went running out, and they're going to do a line change.
Ontario United hasn't seen much time in the attacking zone yet. Tunesquad seem to be pretty dominant, especially their defensemen's on the red line, being able to pinch that ball and make sure that it does not cross. We're going to have a face-off here down inside Ontario United zone on the far boards.
And these girls are giving it their all.
If you've never played the sport of ball hockey, it is quite different from traditional ice hockey in the terms of how it is played, positioning, penalty kills are different. And similar, like, you can't stop moving your feet. In hockey, you get to glide. Ball hockey, if you stop moving your feet, you stop moving. You always have to be moving. It's a fast-paced game, crisp passing, feet movement, and it gets hot in these arenas.
Oh, yeah. It gets a little humid out in here, but we love it. And Ontario United here struggling to keep their offense going, unable to keep it in the offensive zone for themselves as they try to get reset up. They pass that one in, and she's trying to get there, and just unable to do so. It's going to be called flooring. They'll head back to
That's
Ontario
a close
United.
one down there. Both players almost just at the goal line, but the ball crosses first. We have an icing. We're going to be bringing that all the way back down to the Ontario United zone on the far face-off circle here.
I would not be too happy if I ran that fast, just to have to come back.
Much harder when you're running with your feet and you don't have the skates to glide.
Oh, guaranteed. And Tunesquad takes the face-off here, no surprise. And they send it down around the boards and up to the point, but the point unable to do so, and they get through. Ontario United gets the ball back, and they're heading up here. She has 3 defenders on her, but she's still going, but it's picked up by Tunesquad again behind their own net here. She'll come up by the hash marks, pass that one up, but that pass is missed by her own teammate, and she'll get it back straight from Ontario United. Number 14 here, she'll throw it back to her defender. Looking to get something nice set up here to take a 2-0 lead. And they will rush into the zone. Number 14, she's got the ball on her stick, centering pass, lost in her feet. Oh, she's not going to be happy about that one, and Lalonde covers it up. And we'll go for a face-off in the Ontario United zone.
That's number 14, Emily Burzins. She's got 5 goals and 1 assist so far this tournament. She's leading her team with 6 points. Her sister, I believe, is also on the team. She is a fast runner, and she's going to be one to watch for.
And what a chance there for Tunesquad. Just missed the net on that shot. Centering pass, that one covered by Lalonde. Wow.
Lalonde's getting a lot of action. She's getting her money's worth for this game. She's made incredible stops so far, making sure that her team has a chance to get it out. This is going to be a battle for her as well.
And Ontario United takes the face-off win here, trying to get it out of their own territory and get themselves on the board. Looks like they're struggling a bit to get it out here as the Tunesquad is just completely smothering them. And here they are able to do so, but they decide to just dump it, and the player goes for a change. Number 23, she'll go to the bench. And Tunesquad here setting up in their own zone as they go for the rush now. Nice go-ahead pass here, but taken away quickly by the defender on that one-on-two opportunity.
Number 8, Cassie Silverthorne. She almost had a break through the defenseman there, but their sticks were in the way, and they shut her down and sent the ball back up. However, the Tunesquad are back again in the attacking zone.
And it is picked up by Ontario United, and they're just trying to get something going in this Tunesquad zone. They haven't had many opportunities, and here they are, probably their best chance yet, and that could have been a breakaway with a little more speed. And it's picked up by Tunesquad yet again.
That was number 12, Tiffany Toong on Ontario United, who broke through the defenseman there with that potential 1-on-0.
And she's got that speed. It just, she got matched up with the wrong players.
Number 10, Samantha Pugh. She is going to be the one you want to look for as well when it comes to Ontario United. She's got 4 goals and 1 assist so far in this tournament. She's looking hopefully to put her team up on the board and tie the game up as we've got 28 seconds remaining in the first.
And Tunesquad here, they'll pick it up in their own zone off the face-off. Ontario United is right on them though in their own zone. They're doing some forechecking, and that's a bit new for this period. I haven't seen them doing it nearly as much, but it looks like it's working out as they kept possession. That shot was off and blocked by Miller.
That was number 11, Robin Cords there on the red line that kept that ball in at the last minute. She used her glove to bat it down. High sticking the ball used to be an automatic 2-minute penalty, and that did help train a lot of us to keep our sticks on the ground. However, now it is no longer a penalty. It is back to the traditional high sticking the ball rule. Calgary Tunesquad with the 1-0 lead after 15 minutes of play in the opening period. They were pretty dominant here in the first period, maintaining control and the flow of the game for the most part, but only getting 1 goal past Lalonde. She is going to be the one that they need to beat in this game.
Yeah, she's been absolutely amazing, standing on her head. Tunesquad's had so many opportunities. Like, I'm just wondering what the shots on net are at this point, even after the first period. And the time on attack in the offensive zone, they just completely manhandled that entire period.
Absolutely, Lalonde standing on her head in net for her team there. She is turning into a brick wall. If she sees it, she's going to eat that ball and go for the whistle.
I think the Tunesquad's got to get a little more power off their shots. She's quick on the response, so maybe some power is going to help get by her.
A little bit of cleanup due in front of the crease as well. Get that open. Make sure that it's not too crowded. Last thing you want is a ball to go off your foot and accidentally kick that into the net. Obviously, that would be a no-goal call. You can kick the ball all day. As long as you don't kick it into the net, be my guest. However, I highly recommend using your stick.
Yeah, game yesterday, some guy punted it with his foot when it was in the air. And it actually went pretty far. It's funny.
Same thing goes as well with the gloves. The only way you can score a goal is if it is just deflected off the body. Anything pushed otherwise, a foot or a glove, will be a no-goal call. Otherwise, use your stick and get that ball past the goaltender to put your team up on the board.
Yeah, there's no headers here like soccer. Won't count.
That's the buzzer going to signal the start of the second period as the teams gather in front of their bench for final words to head into the second period. It'll be interesting to see if the Ontario United change up their play at all. Maybe they might look at mixing some lines together to get some momentum here. It is still a 1-0 game, and as we know, it is anybody's game still. One shot changes everything.
And that's it. We got a 1-goal game here. Anything can happen. You go in the power play, you get a goal. We got a tied game very easily. So Ontario United is still in it thanks to Lalonde.
The Ontario United do have a battle on their hands. They only went 0-2-1 in the round robin. However, they took out the Prairie Storm from Saskatchewan 3-1. And in the round robin, they had a tied game of 2-2 with them. Last night, they won their semifinal against New Tech 3-2, and that game had to go to a shootout. So we could be looking at another close called game here today.
Every game I've seen within this women's division, for the most part, has been pretty close. I think these teams are well matched up.
These are some pretty even teams here, that's for sure, making for some great ball hockey and entertainment.
And the face-off is off. Ontario United looks like they've kind of figured out their issues there on the face-off, as they've been able to win a few. And Tunesquad picks it up in their own zone here, looking to go on the rush, but kept in by Ontario United. The shot is off, and it is stopped.
Great chance there in front from Ontario United as they get that big shot from the defenseman, and they have a player screen there right in front. She got her stick there, but didn't quite get the ball for that tip.
Keely Procu finally getting some shots on herself. She may have been a little bit bored throughout the first period, standing over there on her own.
And that's not always a good thing. You want to make sure your goaltender is getting hot and they're in the game. You don't want them to tense up. You don't want them not to have a lot of action, because next thing you know, one quick shot could sneak right by them, something that she would normally have saved.
Exactly, and it's Tunesquad here on the rush. They're going to go for it. Looked for the centering pass, didn't have an open lane, and that shot was way above the net here. And it's picked up by Ontario United as they try to get it out of their own zone. And they look like they're may be able to do so. And they picked it up in their own zone here. Little drop back pass to the defender, and they'll try to get it up. It's picking up by Tunesquad, rushing into the zone here. She looks for her man in front, unable to find her. Ontario United trying to get themselves on the scoreboard here.
Better start this period for the Ontario United, as they did start down in the Calgary Tunesquad goal zone, and they did have a great shot there in front and almost got a tipped in goal as well. They look to be a little bit more content this period. Maybe the nerves and the anxiousness have settled down for this period.
Gervais in the corner, and she will hit it out to the other corner where she will try to get it on her own, but is quickly on with a Ontario United player here, as we got a battle on the boards. 4 players, and the ref will blow the whistle as the ball is not coming out.
One of the things that's different from ball hockey and ice hockey, I guess we would say, stepping on the ball along the boards to freeze it and end play is actually a 2-minute penalty for delay of game.
Yeah, you can put it up against your stick, but that's about it.
You don't want players coming in whacking at your ankles when they can see the ball under your foot, and then you're going to be upset when you get a slash on the ankle when the other team is trying to get that ball loose and back into play.
Ontario United here on the rush. They try to pass that for a centering pass, and it is quickly blocked by Tunesquad, but they're able to keep it in the zone here. Ontario United trying to set up. They're down here along the boards. She'll throw it back to the point, number 18. Back down to the hash marks here as she'll look for a centering pass, but takes the shot, that one just wide of the net. She was looking for that open top shelf corner. Tunesquad is able to grab it behind their own net here and trying to get it out of their own zone. They hit it out, but that one is going to be called flooring, and they'll head back to their own zone here, but they will be able to get that line change out, which I think is exactly what they were trying to do.
We're starting to see a different team here from Ontario United early in the second period. They have a bit more confidence. They're settling the ball down more. They're looking for the open player to make the pass instead of just trying to get rid of the ball and keep it low in the corners to keep possession in the attacking zone.
And it seems like it's kind of a trend for them, as the 2 games I saw them play earlier in the tournament too, they went down in the first and then came back throughout the second and third period looking a lot better. So they're just a team that starts off a little bit slow, but Tunesquad is here and they are not giving up as they continue on the rush in Ontario United zone. They got a battle up here on the boards, and she's looking for her own man, who's open at the red line. That slap shot just high of the net from Miller.
Calgary Tunesquad here with the 1-0 lead in the second period. They got that goal quite early in the first, and we haven't seen any goals since. It's been great actions by the goaltenders. We've seen lots of good shots, lots of close chances. Now we're waiting to see, will Ontario United crack their egg and get on the board this period?
Tunesquad face-off win in the shot right off the face-off that goes high of the net. Able to keep possession in the offensive zone. They go for the shot off the point. That's blocked by Ontario United. It's back to Miller here at the red line. She goes for the slap shot. That one is saved by Lalonde, and Ontario United is able to pick it up here as they try to make their own rush and get on the scoreboard. That one is going to be called flooring. They're going to head back to Ontario zone.
Calgary Tunesquad look to be setting up a little bit different down in the attacking zone this period. They seem like they're going to go with their defenseman there. Number 9, Jacqueline Miller. Jacqueline Miller has 4 goals and 2 assists this tournament. She is tied with Emily Burzin for 6 points.
She's got quite a powerful shot from back there, so I can see why that works for them.
They're using her as the quarterback for the plays to get the ball down low, and she's quite good with that shot from the red line, and she gets her stick there just in time to keep the ball inside the zone.
And they are back on the attack still again. Tunesquad able to keep it in is Murphy's, and she'll send it down there as they'll battle on the boards. That shot on net is blocked as Ontario United picks it up in the corner, tries to clear it out, but Tunesquad gets there first. Ontario, it looks like we got a penalty coming up here for tripping, and it's going to go against Ontario United.
Just got her stick down, and it caught in the feet of one of the Tunesquad players. That'll be a 2-minute tripping call for Ontario United, which will put them down a player. This might be a dangerous situation. Let's see. This is our first power play of the game. If the Calgary Tunesquad power play unit has it in them to go up 2-0.
Ontario United will be without Carla D'Angelo, their defenseman, as she'll be spending the next 2 minutes in the box, or less, depending on how this power play goes for the Tunesquad. And it looks like they've got set up pretty well here.
Interesting play. They've got number 9, Jacqueline Miller. She's down in Ovechkin's office. She's not quarterbacking this power play here. Maybe we're going to see some magic from Ovi's house.
And here we go, Ontario United right in front of the net. They get the shot off. That one goes high. They'll pick it up in the corner here, looking to set up again. They'll throw it up to the point. Slap shot, that one blocked by Lalonde. And it goes in the net, bounces up off of her, and it will trickle back behind and in. That is now 2-0 for this Tunesquad team as they get the power play goal.
Great shot coming in just off the blue line from the defenseman there. Looks to be that the ball might have been trickled in or tipped there behind the goalie. Not sure, but it did go straight up in the air on the initial save from Lalonde, and it snuck in right behind her there and managed to get its way over the goal line. It is a 2-0 game with a power play goal from the Calgary Tunesquad.
And that shot from up top came from Sina Adatia. So if it did not get tipped in, that goal will go to her.
We'll wait to see the official call from the referee when they announce it here in the arena.
And Tunesquad takes the face-off here. And they will get it set up, sending it up here, the floor here. Ontario United able to get the ball before something is generated in the offensive zone. But
number 6, Jamie Gouslane, is the one credited with that goal on the power play.
And the Tunesquad is right back at it again here in the offensive zone. But is picked up by Ontario United. They're trying to get something going, unable to get it out of their own zone. Still another opportunity, and it's picked up by Tunesquad. She'll go for the centering pass, blocked by the defender there. And Ontario United will grab it up. They'll shoot it out of their own end, and they've got a breakaway opportunity here, and that was just absolutely missed by them. They're going to be upset about that. Number 4 of Ontario United, Dana Fairbarn. That was a missed opportunity for her.
Great legs, though. She had the wheels there. She had it beat around the defender. Great pass as well out of the zone. Just loops it up into the air. She saw her forward high, and she hit her with that pass. Ball just beat her by a little bit.
And Ontario United got a few shots in here in the offensive zone before it's quickly cleared out by Tunesquad, as they'll have to trickle back into their own end to try to get things started again. And that quick go-ahead pass is scooped up by Tunesquad, and Ontario United is back on the defense here.
That was Jacqueline Miller with the shot there. She kept the ball in right at the red line at the last second there on the play.
And that one not able to be kept in by Tunesquad, but it will be called flooring, and they'll head back to the Ontario zone.
Ontario United's going to get some fresh legs here. Those forwards seem a little tired after that long shift. Hopefully some fresh legs will get that ball out, and we'll get back down into the attacking zone for them.
The energy is there, and the play is there. It's just about getting the right moment for them.
They've had great passes and some great chances in front as well, but they are backing up against who has the best stats for goaltending in the tournament so far, which is number 1, Keeley Proque for the Calgary Tunesquad.
And you can see exactly why. And Tunesquad able to keep it in here just barely as they'll continue on the offense. Ontario United just absolutely struggling here to get the ball back. That shot will be blocked, but it's picked up by Tunesquad here as there's the battle on the boards, and Ontario United is able to come out with it.
Emily Burzin ended up in the great spot there for Calgary Tunesquad. She didn't see the signal from the referee that her defense player managed to keep the ball in, and she was running back to the blue line trying to get onside, and she just ended up in the great spot to intercept that ball and keep it in for a shot on net.
And they are now in Ontario United territory as Tunesquad is trying to just push this lead to 3. And they're able to keep possession of the ball. Slap shot from the point. That one goes wide.
Great shot there from Daniel Bishop.
And we've got another flooring call. Wow, Ontario United absolutely struggling to just get the ball out of their zone and make something happen.
Haven't seen too much this game out of the Ontario United's leading scorer, Samantha Pugh. She had 4 goals so far this tournament and 1 assist, putting her at 5 points. Number 10 is who we're going to want to look for the Ontario United to help get her team on the board.
Silverthorne won the face-off there for Tunesquad as she sends it back to the point. They looked for the centering man, no one home. But able to keep it in here. The Tunesquad, their assistant captain here. They'll hand it down, and that shot is off and wide of the net. Ontario United trying to pick it up on the boards here and keep possession to get it out of their own zone, but Tunesquad's giving them a pretty hard time.
Tiffany Tung there, number 12 for the Ontario United, doing a great job using her body to shield off one of the players from the Calgary Tunesquad there, so she could protect the ball and make sure she gets it out to one of her own players. However, it looks like Calgary has now taken possession of play.
Byer dumps it behind the net there, and Tunesquad looks like they may be able to still pick it up as Ontario United is just rushing to the ball. And Tunesquad has it here at the point as it trickles out. Slap shot from Miller. That one is no good. And my apologies, Silverthorne, not Miller. And they'll keep possession here on the red line. Another slap shot from Silverthorne, that one wide. Ontario United just trying to do anything they can to get their sticks on this ball here. As they battle on the boards, and Tunesquad is able to still keep it in as Ontario United finally picks it up and gives it right back in their own zone here. Gervais here in the corner. She looks for the centering pass. No one is there, and Lalonde went to cover it, wasn't able to get there quick enough as the Tunesquad is able to pop that one right in behind her off the rebound.
It's a 3-0 game here now in the second period with 4:54 left in the game. You can see Calgary come in here on the close board. She backhands it over in front. Lalonde thinks she has it down. The referee sees it still free, and we've got one of the players from the Calgary Tunesquad staying right on top of that crease, and she makes sure that that ball goes home. They take the 3-0 lead, and Ontario will take a 30-second timeout here to regroup and get their composure back.
And I'm pretty sure that goal is going to be awarded to Sima Adatia, number 22 of the Tunesquad. Able to pop that one in right in front of the net.
We'll wait to hear the official announcement inside the arena here from what the referees have for numbers on that goal.
And that's why you never give up on the play. Look at that 3-0 lead here in the finals.
Superstition says a 3-0 lead in hockey sometimes is one of the worst leads to have.
Get too comfortable with a big lead there, and you never know what may happen.
Calgary Tunesquad went up 3-0 yesterday evening in their semifinal game, and their opponents, the Quebec Shamrocks, they got two quick ones and made it look like it was going to be a good game there, and it was great back and forth ball hockey. And then the Tunesquad just got two more to put the nail in the coffin and send themselves to today's gold medal game you are watching now.
And the Tunesquad is back on the attack here, trying to keep it in the offensive zone. They do, but it falls right to the defenseman on United. She'll try to throw that one up and out. Unfortunately, unable to do so for herself, as Tunesquad will try to go on the forecheck here and force a turnover in the offensive zone. And close to doing so, but unable to. Ontario United pushing up the floor here. They finally shoot it in, and they go for a line change, so they won't get to keep possession in the zone here.
Fresh legs on the floor there for Ontario United. They're separated quite well on the floor, covering the open zones.
Stanford there will just dump it in the zone for Tunesquad. She gets a centering pass, and that is a goal for her. That was beautiful from down low in the corner, right in front. Wow.
Great position there. Beautiful shot. Just gets it past the shoulder of Lalonde.
Kelly Stanford. Wow.
You can see Burzen's coming in there, and she knows that she's got someone going in high to the slot. Crisp pass in front, and it gets past Lalonde. We've got a 4-0 game here with 3:42 remaining in the second period.
I don't know what happened on that timeout there, but couldn't have been too good.
You hope the spirits of the Ontario United players stay in the game. They've got a great chance here to still get on the board and prove themselves.
And we may see things get a little physical, as usually when teams go down by quite a bit, they get angry, and things start to play out not so nicely for both sides.
Luckily, so far here at this tournament at the national level, we haven't seen too much of that. We've seen a lot of great sportsmanship, a lot of great hard-fought battles against the boards, but not too much in the sense of retaliation.
And here we go, Tunesquad trying to make their rush again. Ontario United will dump it back down, and Tunesquad's goalie, she'll knock that up for her own man here.
Jacqueline Miller now leads the team with 6 goals in this tournament. She has surpassed Emily Burzen. That gives her a total of 8 points so far this afternoon on our final day of the 2023 Canada Ball Hockey Nationals.
And I don't know what happened after that goal, but it looks like Ontario United has their feet moving a lot quicker now. They're going harder on the forecheck there. Gave Tunesquad a hard time getting out of their own zone. And here they are now on the attack, the Tunesquad.
Rachel Rochat, she was down low, ready for that long pass cross floor, and she was able just to get inside and bring the ball down deep. And she's got the goal.
Wow. This is just becoming a little bit sad for Ontario United. It's not what you want to be seeing in a finals game for sure.
Unfortunately, but this Calgary Tunesquad team, they seem like a team that has been together for quite some time, especially in the ball hockey world. They've got great understanding and skill on how to stick handle that ball. It doesn't work the same way like a puck. You can see her come in here. She's on top of the crease. She kicks the ball back to herself, and she just puts it upstairs over the shoulder of Lalonde, giving her team a 5-goal lead. It is 5-0. We are dwindling down to the final minutes of the second period here in Mississauga.
And Ontario United will take it right off the face-off, but is quickly stopped by Tunesquad as they'll head up the floor here. They go for the dump, and they are chasing it down hard. Ontario United tries to clear it out here, and it's stuck on the boards. Tunesquad here, they couldn't pick it up, but Ontario United does as they try to go on a rush. That one didn't work out so well for them, and Tunesquad will pick it right back up.
One thing too is we are playing on a OHL arena floor. Most of these women so far have maybe only had one game in this rink. Most of the other games have been on rinks 2 to 4, which are significantly smaller, giving them a lot of different plays that you have options with. Here on the big pad, there's a lot of room for running, and there's a lot of room for great passes. You don't want to outrun yourself though, because you will tire easily on this floor.
Oh, for sure, and I'm sure they're so excited to be playing in this arena. It's such a cool experience to be playing in an OHL arena on their floor. So Ontario United behind the net here, trying to look for a centering pass, get it out, unable to do so, and Tunesquad scoops it up deep in the corner of their own zone. Ontario United knocks that one away, and it is stuck in their feet. She'll go behind the net, looking to pass that in front. It's in front, and that is a missed opportunity by Ontario United. Tunesquad will pop it out here, just trying to get their own line changed up, get some fresh legs out on the floor.
That was a great chance for the Ontario United down in front. She passed it and just went behind the goalie, and it looked like it may have went off the post and out, or that would have been a clear shot for an open net.
And here they are again, deep in Tunesquad zone, looking to get something set up. And they're taking their time, that centering pass, nobody able to get there for it.
Calgary Tunesquad defenseman got her stick down on number 91 from Ontario, making sure she could not get her stick on that ball and get a shot on net here against Keely Procu, who has not let one pass so far this game. We are 30 minutes into our gold medal game in Mississauga of the Women's B 2023 Nationals for Canada Ball Hockey. 5-0 lead here. We do have the mercy rule still. If by chance the Calgary Tunesquad do manage to go up by 7 goals, that will automatically give them the game, and they will go home with a gold medal, which might be the chance that they have here today with a dominating 5-0 lead. All their goals so far, very crisp goals, in position, being able to make those plays around the net.
Yeah, they've been set up very, very well. You can tell that this team has great chemistry. The way they pass, their positioning, everything about them, it seems like they've got it down pat, and everyone knows their place on the floor. Ontario United, hopefully, they're hoping that they can maybe get a few behind the nets, get themselves in this game. It's pretty deflating, and hopefully they can keep their spirits up and just keep fighting here.
If it wasn't for goaltender Megan Lalonde, number 30, who's in between the pipes all tournament for the Ontario United, this would be a much different game. She has been standing on her head, making sure she is getting everything that she sees. However, Calgary's only put 5 past her so far this game. She is an incredible goaltender. She has gotten her team this far in the tournament. Big shout out to Megan Lalonde, who has been playing phenomenal this afternoon.
The Toronto Maple Leafs may be able to use her, because it's been quite some time since the Leafs have had a solid goaltender in net for a while. So, this rate. And we are just coming to the end of this intermission between periods. The third period will kick off momentarily.
The in-arena announcer just announced a big thank you to our #1 sponsor for this tournament, which is Napper. Napper is specifically a ball hockey equipment manufacturer. They have incredible products. You can see some of the ladies out here this afternoon wearing their shin pads and gloves. They also make ball hockey shoes. For ball hockey, you need a shoe that's got great grip or you will be sliding all over the floor. Their shin pads cover everything from your ankles up to your knees, giving you that advantage of full protection. Not only that, but it gives you the option to slide along the floor, similar how you would on ice to block shots, and you don't have to worry about burning your knees on the floor.
And I can tell you, if I was playing this sport, I would definitely be needing those, so.
Big thank you to Napper for their support of this tournament and ball hockey in general here in Canada.
And Tunesquad is just on the attack once again. They're just trying to end this one early, it seems like. And they'll battle for it in the corner here, and it's easily scooped out by their own man and picked up by Ontario United. They'll try to get themselves on the board here, break the ice, and they'll just give a little dump in the zone and try to get some fresh legs out. Tunesquad, they'll pass that up. No one there for the go-ahead pass, though. And Ontario United quickly comes back on the attack here.
One of the plays you'll see here in ball hockey, due to the fact that we have the floating blue line, players will just get the ball over the blue line and then they'll pull back, letting their other players run in to set up and giving them that half floor to make the passes and set up their plays.
And here we go, Tunesquad on the rush again. And they'll come in the zone here. And they're going to battle on the boards behind the net. And it looks like the net has just come off here. So the ref's going to stop the play, and we will be facing off in Ontario United zone.
The nets do move a little bit easier on the floor. Hockey, you have the pegs in them that helps keep them in. So even if they do pop off a little bit and up, they do tend to go right back down. You don't have to worry about fixing the net as often as you do in the sport of ball hockey.
Bischoff there on the boards, battling. And her teammate will come in there to help her out, Gervais. Gervais able to get out with it, and she'll throw it up. Oh, she will not throw it up to the point. She'll throw it back behind the net. And it looks like Ontario United is about to get a penalty here. Cross-checking will be the call. And the Tunesquad is going to go on the power play again. They were successful on the first one.
They're going to get an interference call here, which is going to give Calgary a man advantage for 2 minutes here in the third period. We are just about 2 minutes in to our final period of play, and that is number 15 on Ontario United, who is going to sit for that call. That would be Geneviève Lehieur.
I think she's definitely French.
I would assume so, and I'm going to take a stab in the dark. She might be from the Ottawa Valley area. There is a lot of French in that area in our nation's capital. Remembering that the Ontario United is actually a mix of 3 different ball hockey leagues to be able to form this team and bring them to nationals.
And that one is going to be knocked out by Ontario United. They're able to get it down the floor here as they try to kill off this penalty. Just about a minute and a half to go, and you see them here lined up on the blue line, which is something that typically happens here in ball hockey when a team is shorthanded. They will make a wall on the blue line there, trying to stop the other team from gaining the zone.
You're going to want to go man-to-man on those kind of plays there when they're looking for entrance back into the zone. Sometimes they will put 3 on the line and 1 up on the red line, trying to interfere with the pass coming with the guys coming up the floor there. And we have got an Megan Lalonde. She is down and her helmet came off on the play.
And I'm hoping she's okay here, because it does not look like they have another goalie on their bench if she is hurt.
Megan Lalonde is up on her own. Her teammates are checking in on her. She looks to be okay, just a little rattled after that play when her bucket got knocked off. She's going to shake it off and get ready to go back between the pipes.
Tunesquad's going to try to make a quick change here. And it looks like the refs have not noticed, so it's going to be fine. And it looks like Ontario United's trainer and or coach is out there talking to Lalonde, just making sure she's all right.
Ball hockey goalie's got to be one of the hardest positions in sport to play. Unlike the rest of your teammates who get to wear shorts, you are wearing full goalie equipment. You don't get the pleasure of running up and down the floor and getting a little bit of a breeze. It is hot and it is a tough, tough position to play.
Tunesquad, they'll come off with the win off the draw. And they're able to keep it in the offensive zone on the boards here. But Ontario United, they're going to grab that and just dump it to the other end of the floor here as they're trying to kill off their penalty, which has about 40 seconds left. Miller here, she's looking for something, trying to get it set up, and she'll slap that one from her own zone right up to the blue line to try to get it in the offensive zone. And there's a battle here on the boards. Tunesquad player goes down, and two Ontario United players are just absolutely hammering another Tunesquad player into the boards there. The ref will blow the whistle because the ball did not come out, and we'll face off just outside the offensive zone here.
20 seconds left in that interference call to the Ontario United, who have done a tremendous job on this penalty kill. I don't believe the Calgary Tunesquad have really gotten a shot on net or any solid chances. Ontario United dumps it out again, or they look to. They are fighting hard on this penalty kill to give themselves a chance.
Yeah, it looks like the Tunesquad hasn't been able to get anything set up at all in the offensive zone throughout this entire power play.
Much different than the last power play we saw, which was the only other power play in this game that was also for the Calgary Tunesquad.
Well, and that was a missed opportunity. That shot from Miller, that rebound went out, and Gervais just missed the ball for an empty net there. Ontario United able to pop it out just as their penalty ends. We're back to even strength as Tunesquad's chasing it down into their own zone here. Miller's going to try to bring it up, and she goes for that go-ahead pass that is just off target. That is going to be called flooring, and they'll head back to the Tunesquad zone.
I want to take this moment to thank all the staff and volunteers of our 2023 Canada Ball Hockey National Tournament here in Mississauga, and our host committee, the Ontario Ball Hockey Federation, as well as Mississauga Ball Hockey. Without them, this tournament would not happen, but this tournament is for the players. They get the opportunity to showcase the talents that we have across Canada from each province. This is an incredible tournament, and as much as we thank all the organizers and all the committees that put this together, this is for the players. This is a great opportunity for our adults programs to show what it is we have to offer.
Ontario United able to get it into the offensive zone here as they'll chase it down, and Tunesquad will pick it up. In their own zone, they'll try to pass it up here, able to do so. And they'll dump it deep into Ontario United zone as Bischoff races to try to get that one and get something set up offensively and make that a 6-goal lead. Couple shots on net there. Lalonde, no problem for her.
She looks to be back after that little helmet incident that we had there about a minute or so ago. She got her paddle down there and made sure she was in position to make that save, and another great one there into the stomach. Referee's telling them to play it out, and we're going to go for the whistle since there was no attacking players within the hash marks or around her. We've got 9:30 remaining in regulation as we are in the final period of play for our gold medal game between the Calgary Tunesquad and Ontario United Women's B National Championships.
And they'll have to switch out for the face-off here. But Tunesquad still will take that win off the face-off. And they'll try to look to get set up here on the offensive zone. That slap shot blocked by the defender. She had no clue where it even went or that it hit her.
That was a great block shot there by number 25 on the Ontario United.
And here we are, Tunesquad with complete control in the offensive zone. The shot is off. That one blocked again and tapped out by defender, but is still in the offensive zone here.
That's the difference when you have half floor to play. You've got a lot of great chances. If you're going to get that ball out, you got to make sure it gets out, and you got to be hard on it to get it over that line.
And just like that, you see, not hard enough, and it stays in the zone for Tunesquad. Burzen's with it here. She'll pass it up. Ontario United right on them.
Jacqueline Miller's getting a little hold there. We might have a penalty, and we do, as she gets her stick slashed out of her hands. Sorry, that was Kelly Stanford who lost her stick there on the penalty there. We're going to have a slashing call, which is a 4-minute penalty. Ball hockey, 4-minute penalties are stick penalties. They are not double minors. They are a full 4 minutes. They are minor penalties, however, they're treated like majors in the sense that the penalized player, who is number 15, Genevieve Lehieux, she will sit that full 4. If Tunesquad scores, it'll go back to 5-on-5, but she will remain in the box for the full 4 minutes.
And now we got Miller out on the floor here. She was quarterbacking for them earlier in the game, so maybe she'll be doing the same here on this power play again.
So far, the Tunesquad this afternoon are 50% on their power play. They got an early goal there on the first power play in the first period, and not too long ago, we saw the Ontario United have a great penalty kill against them, denying them any opportunities to go up even more.
And here Miller is in the point. She'll pass that one down to the corner. It'll come back to her. She's just on top of the hash marks in the circle here. Back down to the corner. She looks up at the point and she'll send it there. She'll get it back for the slap shot. That one blocked by Lalonde.
Great save by Lalonde. Just gets the pad down there on the shot from number 9, Jacqueline Miller. Jacqueline's one of those big forces on these teams. You don't want to leave her alone because she is going to be able to snipe that ball.
Good move by Samantha Pugh of Ontario United to get that one all the way down the floor and try to kill that penalty off. Miller here picks it up. After gaining the zone, she'll look to get something set up and sends it down into the corner. No one in the center there by the net. No one right up in the slot for them to pass to. Miller will take that slap shot off, almost deflected by her own player in, but that one just goes wide. Back up here at the blue line. Shot is off, blocked by the defender right in front of her. Ontario United will pick the ball up here. And we got a 2-on-2 situation. Probably one of their better opportunities throughout this entire game here while shorthanded.
Jacqueline Miller on Calgary Tunesquad had a chance to get in on that as well and shut it down. She got her stick caught in her feet and she went down, giving the Ontario United the opportunity to move up the floor on that potential 2-on-2 play.
Byer will chase it in here. Just about 2 minutes remaining on the power play. And they're battling deep in the corner here for the ball as Ontario United's able to hit it up and it ends up going out of play.
Ontario United's got a great penalty kill. Both their last penalty kills, they haven't really given Calgary much to do and much to talk about in the sense of getting towards the net. We had a little bit of physicality in front of the net there. Some pushing and shoving, trying to gain possession. Lalonde with the save, and she gets the glove down.
And that was a absolutely beautiful shot from Courtney Bayer of Tunesquad. She's a little bit faster on the rebound. That could have been a goal quite easily.
6:09 here left in the third period.
Tunesquad will win the face-off, but unable to keep it in the zone as it trickles past the red line there. They'll slap that up, trying to get something going here. And Ontario United quickly intercepts that one and will send it all the way down the floor.
Great interception there from Ontario United. We look like we may have a chance here for them on the penalty kill. Blocked down.
Very smart play by Tunesquad player using her hand. And it really seems like they're unable to get situated here on this power play.
Referee's going to wave off that icing.
Silverthorne, she'll send that up to the point to Burzins. Burzins takes the slap shot but fans on it, and Ontario United is able to clear it out again.
We'll see a couple player changes here on the fly for the Ontario United, getting fresh legs out to kill off this 4-minute stick penalty.
The assistant captain, Burzins, she'll bring it up the floor here. And she's still trying to get it in the zone. She walks it in herself, and she'll give it a little dump and head back to the point as it's chased down, and Ontario United will clear it down to the other end again.
Ontario United doing a wonderful job here on the penalty kill. Back-to-back penalty kills. They have been very successful. You see a lot of fight in them. They're holding the blue line, not giving Calgary much time to get over. And when they are in the zone, they play the box and they don't let anyone inside.
And that shot from the point goes all the way in. Gina Munford, number 10 from the Tunesquad. We got a 6-0 game. Lalonde can't be feeling too good right now.
We'll see the replay here on that goal. As you can see, Calgary walks in, she backhands it back to her defenseman, where we're going to see that shot come down. I don't think number 10 there, Gina Munford, maybe didn't get her stick on it. It might have actually gone through right from the shot from the point. We will wait for the official call from the referees and the in-house announcer on who will be getting credit for that goal, putting them up 6-0 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game.
And as we mentioned before, there is the mercy rule still in this tournament, so one more goal from the Tunesquad and this game will just be over. Tunesquad will take it off the face-off here. And unable to move up, Christina Humphreys got battled down there. And she's able to find her teammate, but it's scooped up by Ontario United. The shot is off, but wide. And they're trying to get anything, something going. They want to get on this scoreboard in this game.
Still waiting on the announcement from the in-house announcing team to see who the referees gave credit to for that goal. Did Gina Munford tip it in front? I don't think so. It's going to go probably to the defenseman who wound up and took that shot.
Ontario United here, able to get something set up in the offensive zone. They are trying to take away the shutout from Keely Procue. And it looks like there's a bit of a toss-up here in the middle of the floor. And Tunesquad is trying to come out with it as they get into the offensive zone. And just held in there. They're able to keep it in. And they're trying to get it set up. They'll send it back into their own territory.
Jacqueline Miller there dumping the ball in for her team. Going to be picked up by the Ontario United. You can tell the difference here. Calgary keeps moving their feet. They're looking for open position. There's lots of talking going on here out on the floor. However, Ontario United just couldn't get their chances to go past. They've had lots of great ones so far. Really close calls in front of the net, just down in the crease zone.
Rochat there on the boards battling for the ball against Ontario United. She's unable to come out with it. And look at this forecheck from the Tunesquad. It's quite nice to see.
They're holding their players back.
For a team that's up so much, they did not let it get to their head.
Absolutely. That's what you love to see in these kind of tournaments. Not teams that are going to come in and run up the score, especially in a gold medal game like this. Teams that want to play, teams that want to have this kind of competition, these one-on-one battles we've been seeing all game along the boards, in the corner for possession of the ball, just like that right there.
Jacqueline Miller was able to pass it up. Unfortunately, her teammate, Gervais, unable to get it all the way.
Quick line change here for both teams. Get some fresh legs out there for the final minute and 36 seconds we've got here in our gold medal game.
Ontario United on the rush. Looking to break that ice. The shot is off, blocked by the defender, and quickly shot out of the offensive zone, and it looks like this is going to be a flooring call.
We're going to have a face-off back down in the Tunesquad's end on the near face-off circle. We've got a minute 13 remaining. 6-0 for the Calgary Tunesquad. It looks like it's safe to say at this point they will be getting the gold medals put around their neck, and they will be receiving the Jack Cup trophy.
The only question here is whether or not ProQ will end this with a shutout.
We've got some time left here, and Ontario's really been pushing it a lot lately, trying to get that ball towards the net.
Looks like something's going on here. The referee's going over to the Tunesquad bench to inform them of something, unsure what.
We're going to go back to the timekeeper's booth here to see what we can get figured out and what the referee is going to be helping in question there for the Tunesquad bench. She gives the thumbs up. We're ready to drop the ball in the final minute, 13 seconds here in our gold medal national ball hockey game.
And the ball is dropped. Tunesquad will take that off the draw. But Ontario United is right there to grab the ball from them behind the net, and Tunesquad will pick it right back up from them.
Don't let the score confuse you. There's been a lot of hard-fought battles both ways in this game.
Yeah.
Ontario United just not able to get the ball on control with the stick here.
And we got less than a minute to go now in this one. Ontario United trying to get one last rush here. They have it in the zone, and that one is knocked out of play. They'll be facing off just outside the offensive zone here. Or inside, my apologies.
Both teams should be quite proud of themselves managing to get through all 4 days of this tournament. Most tournaments like provincials are actually 3 days. But with the demand of these games and the physicality that you have to put through, it is a 4-day tournament. And also, they are 15-minute periods here at Nationals, unlike most provincials where it is actually 10 minutes.
And Ontario United is able to scoop it up here. About 20 seconds. They got a breakaway opportunity, but she just loses the ball at the last second there. Dana Fairbarn, she had her opportunity, but it was missed. And it goes back here the other way. Tunesquad just throwing it right up at the goaltender. Gonna let the time run out on this one as they're about to take this win. That is it. 6-0 for the Tunesquad against the Ontario United team. Keely ProQ earning a shutout here in the finals after having the best performance out of all these women's teams, goaltenders. Very nice to see for her.
Keely ProQ will be going back to Alberta, only allowing a total of 6 goals in this entire tournament. They played a total of 5 games. That is an average of less than 1 goal a game. She's only let 4 past her so far. That is a great accomplishment. She had an incredible team in front of her. On the other side, we have Megan Lalonde. She only had 8 goals against so far in this tournament, and she stood on her head for her teammates as well. They just couldn't seem to get control of the ball down low and keep it on their sticks for very long. We've got some youngins here out on the floor celebrating with parents, it looks like, giving their love and support on this great tournament. Players will now line up on the blue lines, and we will have presentations for players of the game and of the tournament. But first, we are going to go with our traditional handshake, congratulating each other on a hard-fought tournament.
And there's so much sportsmanship in this game. You see throughout this entire tournament, especially with this women's division. There haven't been any fights, very low penalty minutes and stuff. There's just a lot of respect for each other there.
And close games too, especially score and play-wise. A lot of these teams were very even. It was really hard in a tough-fought battle to make it 4 days through this tournament and get here to the gold medal game. And it is the Calgary Tunesquad who will receive the Jack Cup trophy and get the gold medal put around their neck. And Ontario United taking home the silver medal, and there is nothing wrong with that.
Here they are getting all lined up. You can see the Tunesquad is just absolutely hyped. They're dancing. They're just having a good time right now on the blue line there. An all-female reffing squad.
Getting ready to announce the all-star team here for the goalies. New Tech's goaltender. She is credited with the all-star goalie for this tournament in the women's B division. Christina Carney, she was a force out there today and has been all tournament defensively. She gets the defensive all-star medal for this one.
Well deserved by her.
Heather Burzen's getting the second all-star team defensive honors.
That's no surprise. Her name was out of our mouths quite a lot throughout this game, as she played a big role in that win for her team.
Caitlin McKnight from the New Tech Extreme. She is going to get on the all-star team as one of the forwards. Kelly Stanford here from the Calgary Tunesquad, also getting recognition for the all-star team in this tournament. Samantha Puey, she has been the leading goal scorer for Ontario United in this tournament, and she also is getting a well-deserved credit for the all-star team.
Here they all are getting a picture together.
Just missing the girls from New Tech. Player of the Game awards will be coming again just shortly. Cassandra Lachir-Michaud, she is getting MVP for forward of the tournament. Jacqueline Miller, she led her team here this weekend with points in the tournament. Jacqueline Miller finishing with a total of 8 points. She got 6 goals and 2 assists.
She was so dominant throughout the whole game. And this one is definitely well deserved here, Lalonde.
Absolutely.
After what she went through this game and the shots she was able to block and keep out of her net.
She helped get her team here, that's for sure. She stood on her head absolutely all tournament. Well deserved from Megan Lalonde.
Yeah, without her, this game would have been mercied a while ago.
Caitlin McKnight also receiving a tournament MVP as well from New Tech.
Tournament MVP from the Calgary Tunesquad, number 14, Emily Burton.
And that is Emily Burzins. Her sister Heather Burzins also won the award just prior to this, as now she'll get the MVP.
Emily Burzin, she is announced as the tournament MVP. Her and Jacqueline Miller were going back and forth throughout this tournament, taking position of who would be the leading point getter. Both girls well-deserved and well-fought tournament. Jacqueline Miller coming out just with one more point, but Emily Burzins was a force to be reckoned with all weekend long. We will now have our medal presentation to our silver medals team here at the Women's B Nationals, the Ontario United.
Please step forward and accept your silver medals.
Players and coaches from the Ontario United just finishing up receiving their silver medals for a hard-fought 4-day tournament here in Mississauga for the Women's B Nationals.
Look at that sportsmanship, shaking all the players' hands after they get their medals there. It doesn't look like there's a lot of crying on the floor here either from this Ontario United team. I think they're just happy that they made it this far.
It's an absolute life goal and accomplishment to be able to represent at the national level. Everyone here on the floor should be very proud of themselves for how they defended and how they went throughout this tournament. Excellent play, back and forth, great ball hockey, and this is a well-deserved medal for both teams here this afternoon.
Now they're just getting the gold medals out and ready to give out to the Tunesquad.
Your 2023 Women's B Division champions, Calgary Tunesquad, can now step forward and accept your gold medals.
And here they are. You could just see the excitement on their faces.
Calgary Tunesquad's jerseys paying a little tribute to Lola Bunny and our Tunesquad, the original Tunesquad from Space Jam. They altered the colors a little bit with some purple and blue there, but I love that.
Very in style with the new Space Jam coming out last year and all. We've seen quite some nice jerseys throughout this tournament too.
It's the great thing. You get to see a lot of creativity with team names and colors and designs.
It should be a professional sport designing their jerseys just because some of them are so beautiful. We got We Are the Champions playing here. The Tunesquad players are hugging each other after getting their medals here and just celebrating this amazing moment.
All smiles all around as both teams are very proud of themselves for getting to this point in the tournament here. Both going home with medals on their neck. Ontario United obviously wanting that gold, but hard fought for the last 4 days to get here and get that silver. Well deserved.
And that is the last of the medals there. The coaches just shaking hands with Ontario United. And it looks like they'll miss out on the team selfie going on.
The Jack Cup is officially out on the floor. The cup will stay here with the CBHA. However, each gold medal team will go home with a gold belt, similar to like what you see in wrestling and WWE. You will be able to take that home, and that is yours to display for your accomplishments and gold medal win here in Mississauga.
And don't worry, that cup is not as heavy as it looks, so they're okay holding it on their own over there. And they'll heist it above their heads as they bring it to the rest of their team here to all celebrate together.
What a great moment here for the Calgary Tunesquad, being able to hoist that cup, something they worked so hard for and have been planning for since their provincial championship win last summer to get here. This has always been the goal. Getting their championships hats as well.
That's a special moment for these women.
Stay tuned. We've got the Men's B Gold Medal Championship game coming your way in minutes.